Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. It is Tuesday, so fancy fold, and once again I am going to be featuring the beautiful Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. I've been sharing this the last couple weeks, but in the light pastel colors. Today I'm going to use the ones that feature the pretty peacock, and I have I think 4 pieces of Designer Series paper. This one measures 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then I have 4 that are 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Next, what I have is just a small little white piece that I did the banner. This is from the Nested Essentials dies. Just got these very cool little dies for labels. They are a standalone die, so you can only find them in the back of the catalog. Sometimes I think we miss those. Next, I have the pretty peacock, and I've already die cut, and these are using the Darling Details. Let me put it on the white dies. Now these the Darling Details bundle is what I'm featuring this month as my online exclusive. So I just want to show you how fun this card is, and it shows off that beautiful paper. Now I have a piece of the peacock. This measures 5 1/2 by 8, and we are going to score it at the 1 1/2 mark, the 2 1/2 mark, 5 1/2, and finally at the 6 1/2. And this is going to form our card base. I'm going to grab a bone folder here and make nice, crisp score lines. It makes the folding back and forth a lot easier when you have crisp lines. Next, what I'm going to do is grab my Stampin' Seal Plus, and we are going to add the side pieces. We're also going to put 2 of them in the back, on the back side. And then what I have is, because this cardstock is a dark color, I want a lighter color to write on. So I have a piece of basic white that measures, now see, I used the stripes on this side, but on this side I'm going to use that ivy. So I have a piece of white so that I can write on it, and it's 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, but I didn't like the boldness of the white. So what I did was I took my blending brush and the peacock and just kind of softened that cardstock to make it a lighter color. I was going to use a lighter green, but I really didn't have a color that I liked to go with this, so I just made my own with the blending. With the blending brush. Now I've got my piece of Designer Series paper. Again, this is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I took 1 inch by 5 1/4 and die cut my borders. Now you'll see this is uneven, but it doesn't matter because we are going to put that on the edge of our paper like so. And I just think it just adds just a little decorative label or line on the side of this card. Again, this is from the Darling Details. I've got that. Now we're going to put that in the center of my card. hard to see the score lines. There it is. I'm going to make sure I get it in the middle there, with it being dark. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did to soften that white cardstock. So I'm going to bring in a scrap piece of paper. Now I do not have the Pretty Peacock ink pad, but I do have the markers. So I wanted to use my blending brush. Did not have the pad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and just take my marker and color it right on that pad. And then I'm going to take my blending brush, pick up that ink, and then I'm going to lightly sponge. And so it changes that basic white to a softer color. I'm going to take my Hello. This is from the Go-To Greetings. Stamp that Hello. And I have already taken and die cut the little flower. Again, this is from the Darling Details. Going to grab a dimensional. Add that about here. Going to, oops, looks like I didn't remove the other backing. Going to use another little dimensional right on top of that. And I'm going to add my Hello. And I want to add a little sparkle in there, so I'm going to bring in my loose frosted dots and just grab my multi-purpose glue. We're just going to add a couple right here. Glue doesn't want to come out. Again, this is my multi-purpose glue, just with my little glue adapter that I bought and put the multi-purpose glue in. I think that one was just about out. Just going to add a couple little dots. Go in with my Pick-a tool. And grab those dots. One more little one. The littler ones are harder to get a hold of, but with the putty side of your Pick-a tool makes it a little bit easier to grab them. And there you have it, a fun fancy fold. Using the Hello Irresistible paper, and a fun technique to change the color of your basic white cardstock. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.